Hey guys, Hitman89 here, I hope you're doing great. Last week we had my updated Star Wars Outlaws review, check it out if you're interested. And today we're gonna be looking at the 15 best PS5 games of 2024. But before we do that, I want to thank the channel's sponsor, Instant Gaming, the best place to save money on your favorite games. Whether you're on PS5, PC or Xbox, you can save up to $20 on PSN cards that you can use to get PS Plus or games directly from your PS5. Instant Gaming's also got a huge library of PC games. The latest ones are at least $10 cheaper than on Steam, and the older ones are dirt cheap. They also have Game Pass Ultimate for your Xbox and PC, so go ahead and use the link in the description to get everything you need. It's a direct way to support the channel. Instant Gaming is 100% legit. Now let's have a look at the first game on my list. I wasn't really excited to play Astro Bot cause I prefer mature games, but it only took me a couple of seconds to really like it. I love how the DualSense's features are at the center of the gameplay. This game uses everything. I wish more games did that. It's also an excellent platformer with an insane amount of creativity. It's the perfect game for kids, or even for those of you who, like me, are old fucks who grew up playing Crash Bandicoot on PS1. Astro Bot will keep you entertained for around 10 to 12 hours, so if you have a PS5 and you can get this on sale, go for it. But if you want a game that'll keep you busy much longer, then you should check out Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Even if you haven't played the remake that came out 4 years ago, you can jump straight into this one and still enjoy it. Chocobo Riding makes exploration more fun, and there are also plenty of mini games that'll make you completely forget about your journey. So if you're looking for a game where people try to suck you off and sometimes show you their tits, FF7 Rebirth is what you need. At number 3 we have a game that turned out to be much better than the trailers and gameplay footage we saw. Silent Hill 2 is actually one of the best games this year. I was way too much of a pussy to play the original on PS2, but now I can finally enjoy this masterpiece with better graphics and gameplay. Would I play this in the dark with headphones on? Fuck no, cause it's fine at first, but when you go deeper into those creepy apartments, the game basically goes, "Welcome to hell, motherfucker!" If you're not into horror games, or worse, if you're broke right now and can't afford anything, then maybe get Foamstars. It went free to play last month, and yes, it's 100% a Splatoon ripoff. So here, your foam makes you slide faster, while the opponent's foam slows you down. To kill someone, first you gotta foam them up real good, then slide right into them. It's not a bad game to play for free, that's for sure. Now let's have a look at the fifth game. Dragon Age The Veilguard is a great game, if you've never played Dragon Age before. Cause the combat system is completely different, the character design is interesting, and the dialogue feels like it's written by a 12-year-old. That being said, the character creator is awesome. I made an ugly ass dude just so he can fit perfectly in this world.
Time to make new friends.
Did half the budget go to the hair though? I mean, I'm not complaining, it looks stunning. Another thing I really liked is the combat system. It's super fun, dynamic. What the fuck? Am I playing God of War? Oh, and if you don't like stuff like this, or this, then maybe get Dragon's Dogma 2 instead. I started playing Dragon's Dogma 2 day 1 on PS5, and I no-lifed the shit out of it until I beat it in less than a week. That's how much I love open world RPGs with good combat. It's not like there are many games out there that let you grab onto big ass monsters instead of just stabbing them in the ankle over and over again anyway, right? Exploration is also really fun. You're always traveling on foot and you'll come across tons of dangerous enemies. I think it's time to change things up with a multiplayer game. Hunt Showdown 1896 finally landed on PS5 earlier this year, after being fully overhauled. If you've never played this game, what makes it unique is that this is a PvEVP where you play as a bounty hunter, a special one, because you have to fight and banish powerful, evil enemies. Keep in mind, other players will be doing the same thing, so watch out not to get ambushed. At number 8, we have an underrated game. Still Wakes the Deep is made by the same guys behind Amnesia, so I recommend wearing a diaper every time you play this. A bunch of Scottish dudes find themselves stuck on an oil rig, which is already creepy enough, not cause they're Scottish, but cause of the oil rig part. Anyway, some weird shit happens and people start turning into monsters with long ass tentacles. The second they see you, you're done. Maybe play this after Silent Hill 2. The next game you should check out is Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. You can play this solo or with up to 2 friends, and it's beautiful, gory, and super enjoyable, especially if you're a sick fuck like me and you like tearing stuff apart. Grabbing an alien by its tail and slamming it on the floor doesn't get old. The executions also look good. Space Marine 2 will definitely remind you of the good old days. You know, back when games were truly great. Speaking of older games, the 10th game I want to show you is a remaster. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered is only for those of you who haven't played the original, cause this is basically the same game but with Forbidden West graphics, better facial animations, and some other minor improvements, so make sure to get it on sale. The next game I'm about to show you isn't for everyone. Black Myth Wukong is a boss rush game where if you're not good enough, you might get stuck on the very first boss fight forever and waste your money. The graphics and art style are breathtaking though. Overall, I think Black Myth Wukong is one of the best games this year, just like the 12th game. 9 months later, Helldivers 2 is still super popular, and if you played it even for just 5 minutes, you'd get why. There are big ass explosions everywhere, giant bugs and machines for you to eliminate, all while making sure your teammates don't accidentally blow you up with an airstrike or grenade. Moving on to the next game, Stellar Blade pretty much came out of nowhere and everyone loved it. Why? Cause titties. That's why. No, actually it's cause the gameplay is solid. All you need is enough practice to get a hold of the dodging and parrying system. Do that and you'll enjoy the game. But if you don't want to be a hot chick and you want to play as a vampire instead, then check out V-Rising. The only place to play this unique survival game on console is on PS5, and I feel like they did a decent job adapting the controls from PC to console. My brother and I played V-Rising a lot. It's dope. You'll be building your castle, upgrading your gear, defeating a bunch of special enemies, and literally absorbing their powers. Last but not least, at number 15, I wanted to include a game that's going into early access in less than 2 weeks. So this one is a little bit of a gamble, but so far, Towers of Aghasba seems extremely promising. The character design is really interesting and the world is absolutely stunning. This is mainly a single player game, but you can invite up to 3 friends to your island, run around together, fight a couple of enemies and trade. Let me know if you want to see a full review on this when it comes out, and I really hope it turns out to be great, otherwise half of you will cuss me out. And that's gonna be it for the best PS5 games of 2024. I hope you found this video useful. I went for a mix of console exclusives as well as a few multi-platform games that I think every PS5 owner should play. Please don't forget to support the channel with a thumbs up and a subscription. It's been Hitman89, have a good one.
You got this, you gotta want it. Life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top. Yeah, you must be rare. Got 'em like, hey.